Oh, here we are. So this is Santi, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. We're here in Las Vegas at the convention center. And you said you're more of a new black belt, or
Yeah, I just got my black belt last September from Paulo and João Mijao. After 6 years as a brown belt. 16, almost 17 years, my whole jiu-jitsu journey. I started very late at 28.
and who again did you get that black belt?
Paulo and João Mijao. Clark Gracie gave me my brown belt in San Diego, and I started my journey in Maryland with Mario and Fernando Yamasaki. So I've been blessed by all my coaches that have shaped my jiu-jitsu throughout the years.
How old are you now?
I'm 42 years old, but I feel 30.
How long have
I,
you
I shouldn't be doing masters. 17 years.
Nice. How did you get into jiu-jitsu?
The story of how I got into jiu-jitsu is actually kind of funny. A friend of mine, 17 years ago, when jiu-jitsu was not as mainstream as it is today, which is still very niche, a friend of mine told me he was a Pan American champion, and he told me to go to a bar with all these Brazilians, and he told me Fernando is going to be there. He's like the head coach of Yamasaki in Maryland, like the big deal. I'm going to introduce him to you, and if he shakes your hand, that means he likes you, and you need to start training. And if you know any Brazilians, they always shake your hand. So he basically lied to me, and we went to the bar. We shook hands. I got really excited. I told my friend Salva, he shook my hand. I'm all in. And I started training morning classes with a black belt from France. He was very tough. I hated him so much initially that made me continue coming. And then after that, I was hooked. I started competing on my second year as a blue belt. And then after that, hooked for life.
And do you have any family members to train? If you're married, you have a wife.
My wife doesn't train. She's a professional dancer. She doesn't even let me practice techniques with her. So yes, no one in my family trained.
Yeah. I got her, so
Yeah, you're very lucky man.
we're always sparring.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So tell us a little bit too about the VJJ Link, this product that you developed. And
So when I moved to San Diego for work, I was alone in San Diego and I wanted to find gyms, and I couldn't, find a good tool to find them.
link with
Yeah, exactly. I run marathons. I've done Ironmans, and I have an app for all of those. And I didn't find anything like that for jiu-jitsu. So I started this as a fun project to connect the community. Because I started also competing at Pan Americans, just because I was close enough in San Diego, and I'm Peruvian, so I wanted all people in Peru to be able to get the accessibility that I got. So I started developing this app just to connect people. And then I realized that there was a need for a CRM for Jiu-Jitsu with not crazy prices, with better support, with people that actually understand and breathe and sweat Jiu-Jitsu every day. So we created BJLink Admin Plus to continue evolving the ecosystem. And then I moved to New York to continue expanding the whole ecosystem. And then last November, I met a company, MMA.Inc., at this event, and they acquired the company. So now we are a bigger company. We're actually listed as MMA in the stock exchange. And we just started working with the UFC gyms, BJJ. All their gyms are going to start using BJJ Link. BJJ Link continues to grow. It's already in 21 countries around the world. Spanish, English, Portuguese, French. We try to support everybody.
Here's one of my favorite gyms.
Yeah. We like supporting a lot of non-profits too. We work with Guardian, dearest friend Johnny Tama. I mean, you name it. We are actually creating a very, very cool community. You saw us earlier. All our clients' mom talked to us. It's not easy. No software is perfect, but they know that when they see us here, competing with them, talking to everybody, they know that at least what they're gonna get here is the family that Jiu-Jitsu is within every gym. So we try to reflect that into our CRM, into our software.
Well, and we're always discussing ways that we can scale and create systems for our businesses. And your CRM clearly tackles everything and even more than we even talked about.
80% of the features I use 80% of the time. So we always go customer first, building what you guys need. And with that, we've been evolving the tool. We're always center in what we understand and what we love and what we believe, and that's what makes us helps us being successful.
Well, this is clearly your passion. It's amazing.
We love
Thank
it
you.
every day.
Thank you.
To me, being a black belt means the respect that I learned on the mats, staying humble as you progress through your jiu-jitsu career and you evolve as a jiu-jitsu practitioner and you get better, and then you have to deal with the young bucks coming in after you, seeing the prey, and sometimes submitting you and beating you. But really, 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 to me, it's about the community. I always I said this when I got graduated as a black belt, appreciate your journey and everyone you meet along the way, because it's such a long journey that never ends. Every person you train with, you might not see them when you get your black belt and when you get your first stripe and when you get your purple belt. So appreciate the fact that that community was part of you and that community helped you stay healthy. And continue evolving, right? And then any person that trains jiu-jitsu understand that there's a special something on the mats that only we understand, and that's really what it means to be a black belt. To continue believing in that after so many years, and now being not at the top, because a black belt really is a new start. But now you can remember those white belts, and I still feel the same way. As a new white belt, meeting new people, helping each other, and that's just the most important part for me.
I love that everybody I ask this question to doesn't say you got to be the toughest, you got to beat everybody, you got to dominate. Everybody's just like, hey, just be the best you can be.
I'm
That's pretty
42,
amazing.
trying to be the toughest. It's not easy, but yeah, here we are. It's the beauty of jiu-jitsu, right? I'm gonna be 60, and I'm gonna still be coming here every year to compete with all of you guys.
It's great.
Thank you so much, and I'd love to follow up with you and do a presentation later on Zoom. And
Awesome.
delve into your product a little more, so that everyone can find out more details about
Amazing.
why it can help them be successful.
Thank you very much.
brother.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah.